Both of you have stressed the importance of recruiting and retaining qualified and effective teachers. In your view, what is the best way to do that?
Well, first, I think we have to recognize that we passed this year one of the largest pay increases for teachers in the last generation. We were able to do that because of the hard decisions we made when we came in to clean up a lot of the mess that Kay Hagan left behind when she went from Raleigh to Washington. I was a PTA president just 8 years ago. I wasn't in politics. I volunteered in public school all the time my kids were going to school. What teachers tell me is they want the freedom to teach the kids. They don't want Washington bureaucrats who on average make $102,000 a year, 5,000 of them, telling teachers how to teach in schools. They're forcing tests, they're forcing reports, they're taking freedom out of the classroom, they're preventing teachers from being able to innovate. We need to pay our teachers top salaries, and we're working on that. We've done more in this session than's been done in years. We need to add to that, but we also need to get the federal government out of the way and stop having them force decisions on these teachers. They know how to educate our children. I know these teachers. They're great people. They want to do that for our kids. We should let them do it.
Senator Hagan, your view on the best way to keep good teachers?
We need to respect our teachers, and we need to pay them. We have seen an exodus of teachers in North Carolina under Speaker Tillis' tenure. In North Carolina, education has always been a bipartisan priority. I wrote state budgets for 6 years. We invested in education every year. During my 6 years, teachers got a 21% pay raise. Every child, every parent knows the value of a great teacher, except Speaker Tillis. Let me tell you what he said. He said that teachers don't care about their kids, they don't care about their classrooms, all they care about are their jobs and their pensions. Folks, those are his words, not mine. And his priorities even speak louder than his words. The fact that he gave tax cuts to the millionaires, he cut education by $500 million. That means fewer teachers in the classroom, larger class sizes, and outdated textbooks. I think Speaker Tillis needs to revamp his education budget.
Speaker Tillis, you get a reply.
Two numbers, 7 and 10. 7% pay raise for teachers in North Carolina, making us regionally competitive and nationally competitive. 10, the number of years that Kay Hagan served in the legislature, and she allowed the kinds of tax breaks that she's talking about to be on the books. And instead of repealing them, she decided when times got rough that she would impose a temporary tax increase, sales tax increase, that harms the poor and working class more than anyone else. She went further and broke her promise. She said it was going to be temporary. She made some of it permanent. I fulfilled her promise when I repealed that sales tax and when I became Speaker in 2011.
Senator Hagan, you also get a reply.
Nora, we're throwing some numbers out here. Let me throw out the number 48. North Carolina is 48th in the nation in what we spend per pupil. Unbelievable. And Speaker Tillis is bragging about that. You know, for a teacher who's been in the system for many, many years, his 7% raise is a 0.3% raise. We need to do better by our teachers, by our students, by our parents, and by our state. You know, education is sacred in our state. We didn't become the state where the weak grow strong and the strong grow great by gutting public education.